Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Eric, and today we're going to be talking about doing intakes when it comes to a customer brings it to you. And today we're going to talk about this Husqvarna chainsaw and this Stihl weed trimmer that's got the cutter blade on it. So stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, if you didn't already know that. And yes, we do small engine repair here, right up to farm tractors. But these came in on Friday, and I decided to tackle them yesterday. And what I ended up doing was, this one here ended up being a faulty plug, and the high-speed jet needed some adjusting. That was it. I didn't need to do a whole lot more to that. This one came in, it was running, but it wouldn't rev up. Same deal. I didn't bother with the plug. The plug looked good, but for whatever reason it wasn't getting what it needed to rev up, and it would just bog out. Now, when you're doing an intake, the things that you want to keep in mind is, one, the KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid. That's a good one to keep. And then also, what is it required from each unit to run? And to run right. And what we recommend, especially for you guys that are starting out, is check the compression. You want to see at least 90 or above. It will run from 70 to 90, but it's a worn out puppy, right? So we like to see 90 or above. 120 is great, but a lot of times you can check that just by simply pulling on it to see, but that comes with time, right? Same thing with these. The easy starts will screw you every time because you can't go by it, right? So simply taking the spark plug out and using a compression tester to see where it's running, and pull on it 4 or 5 times. Don't just do once. 4 or 5 times, release it, do it again to see if you're getting the same number. Compression should be done on both, all right? A lot of these 2-strokes, which will get you in the end, is the spark arrestor screen that's inside on the exhaust. If that gets plugged up, it won't work either because it can't exhaust enough to rev up. So keep that in mind when you're tackling stuff. So we know if we've got good compression, where do we go from there? Well, the next thing is going to be fire. We need to have spark on the spark plug, right? So you can pick up an inexpensive spark plug tester at Harbor Freight for like $5-6. It just snaps onto the spark plug, hooks into the coil wire, and pull it over a couple times to see if it lights up. If that happens, you got compression, you got fire. What's next? Fuel. What do we do here at this shop? It's a policy of mine. I've done it for years because it's always come back to bite me in the ass when I don't. And that is, I dump all the fuel. I don't care what it looks like or smells like, I'm dumping it. And I'm putting in fuel that I know is good fuel. I don't take the customer's word on it. It may be good fuel to them from 2 years ago. But if they put the ethanol fuel and you allowed it to separate and draw condensation, you're going to get water. And these girls don't run very good on water, do they? So I dump the units out of any fuel. This one here looked pretty decent. This one here was brown. I've never seen brown fuel, but I dumped it anyways because that's our repair shop policy now. And it's been that way now for 4 years. So you've got spark, you got compression, what's next? You got fuel, what's next? Air. You want to control the amount of air that's coming in. These have air filters on them for a reason, and that is to keep particles and stuff out. But it also, running at peak optimized RPMs, you need to have that air filter in place to make the correct adjustments. And you can buy one of the, I've got a unit here, I just was looking for it, but I couldn't find it, where you can attach it to the spark plug, or you can get it up close and it'll tell you how many RPMs that engine is revving at. And those things can be found online by checking with the manufacturers, or even posting boards from ones that are into the Husqvarna saws or the Stihl trimmers. Somebody will have that information and tell you how many RPMs it should run at. Now with this one here, it came in, the plug was shot, and what I ended up doing was replacing the plug, and I had to adjust the high-speed jets. Now I can tell you right now, if that machine come in with no issues, I know from year to year it's going to need some adjusting. It's going to get out of whack. It's going to wear a little bit, right? So if you haven't already, you need to invest in these tools. And some are the half moons, some are the stars, some are the... A lot of these I've got came from the distributors for the OEMs, right from the manufacturers. But I can tell you right now that everyone that comes in, even my guys, they'll drop it off every spring just to give the once over. If the plug looks good and it fires up and it runs good, I still will adjust the high speed and low speed jets on them. This one here, same deal. I didn't need to replace the plug on it. With clean fuel in it, I adjusted the high speed jet, adjusted the low speed jet. It runs great now. And this customer here is looking at right around a half an hour, 45 minutes of labor, plus the spark plug, plus clean fuel. Cheap way out. If I had taken that carburetor off, and I know you do, Jason, because you're pretty quick at it, but that's going to take me an hour. And if I do the same thing on here, there's 2 hours of tear down and having it put into the ultrasonic cleaner. I like to keep it simple, stupid. If it's just minor stuff, don't go crazy on it. Get it in, get it out. And I like how you pointed that out to me, Jason, of keeping it for a day or two and doing a couple cold starts on it to make sure that it's still going to run the same way it did when you last touched it. So on that note, put in the comments anything I may have missed. I'm not perfect, don't claim to be. And so that we all can learn. Again, thanks so much for watching.